Hi everyone, Amanda Jane from Amanda Jane Crafts, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to crochet the V-stitch using UK terms, so UK crochet terms today. So we start off creating a small sample. We're going to do a slip knot in the usual way. Place the loop onto your hook, and we're going to chain multiples of 3 plus 5. 1, 2, 3. So normal chain stitch, and remember to keep it quite loose to make that first row much easier. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's see how we go with that amount. Now I'm going to do 5 chain stitches, and this makes our first turning chain to get to the height of our treble crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to, having kept my finger and thumb on that stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm going to crochet my first treble into that 5th chain from the hook. So this one counts for nothing. Then I'm counting this little top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the top of the stitch, or that little V, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I go into, I do yarn over, insert my hook. Now I don't want to pull this away at this stage because otherwise you're going to end up with lots of loops. I'm just going to insert my hook, a normal treble crochet, so yarn over, pull up a loop. Now don't pull this one too far. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So you can see that those 3 chain plus the 2 gave us that first equivalent of the height of a treble crochet. I now do 2 chain, another treble into the same chain space, chain stitch just there, foundation chain stitch. Now we look at our foundation chain and we skip the next 2 chain, so that one and that one, and we do the same combination, treble 2 chain, treble into that stitch. Treble, 2 chain, and a treble. Skip 2, 1, 2. Treble, 2 chain, and a treble. So we are creating these little V's. It is the treble crochets that makes the V's and gives this stitch the name. Skip 2, 1, 2, and the same. So you've got a mantra of treble, 2 chain, treble, skip 2, 1, 2, treble, 2 chain, treble, skip 2, 1, 2. We've reached the last stitch. We just do 1 treble into that last chain. And then we do 2 turning chain if you crochet loosely like I do, or 3 if you chain more tightly, and turn your work to the left. Now from here on in, once you've done, we call this a foundation row. This is your foundation row. It sits on your foundation chain, and from now on in it is a 1 row repeat. And if we put this down here, we can see that in between, at the top of the V, we have this slight arch, and all your stitches from now on in are going to go into this 2 chain space. We're not going to go in here, and we're doing 2 treble in each of these 2 chain spaces. So let's have a go at that. We've done our 2 turning chain. We now do into that 2 chain space from the row below, a treble, 2 chain and a treble into the gap. So it makes it so much easier because you're not having to find exactly where to place your hook. So a treble, 2 chain and a treble. Move across. Treble, 2 chain and a treble. Check how we're going. So our V's are going into the chain spaces. So our V's are all stacking one on top of the other, and nothing is happening in these tiny little triangles. Nothing at all. That's another stitch. We can do a stitch like that, but don't do that today. 1, 2, into here. Oh, now you see I made the mistake of doing chains in between. That was a good one to keep in to show you what not to do. Now we're going to do our last V-stitch in the last 2 chain space gap. And then at the end of the row, we've got to join to our top of our turning chain from the row below. So we do 1 treble and we try to get it into this stitch just here, taking the top and the back loop. Now if you can't get your hook right into that, both of those little strands, don't worry, just pick up 1. As long as you're consistent, that's all that matters. 2 chain, turn your work. So now you can see that our little V's are starting to show up. And of course you can make this as wide or as narrow as you like, depending on what you're creating. Just get a little bit more yarn here, and I'll do 1 more row just to show you again what it looks like. So 2 turning chain. So back to the mantra, 1 treble, 2 chain, 1 treble. Skip to our next gap, 1 treble, 2 chain, 1 treble. One treble, 2 chain, 1 treble, 1 treble, 2 chain, 1 treble, and finally in my last 2 chain space, 1 treble, 2 chain, 1 treble, and again I've got to find the top of the turning chain. So it's not this hole here because that belongs to this treble, it's in the next one. Just there. This is why it's important to have your tension not too tight on those on these first 2 turning chains just here, because otherwise you find it impossible to get your hook into this turning chain. So this you just keep on repeating until your project is as long as you'd like it. Now in chunky yarn, this would be great for a scarf because it's not difficult to keep your edges straight. You know, that's the advantage of something like this, because you're only working into chain spaces. It's easier to keep your stitch count correct. But you could make a lightweight cardigan. You could make a shawl in the same way. So that's our V-stitch done using a combination of trebles and chains. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Press subscribe and the bell for notifications of upcoming videos, and give us a thumbs up to spread the word. And I look forward to speaking to you again very soon. Take care. Bye.